Over many years, I've learned that confidence is a big issue for sales professionals and entrepreneurs. You must believe in what you're doing, and if for some reason you don't believe in what you're doing, you don't believe you'll get the results that you desire, you don't believe that you're right for the task, you will not get there. And where confidence comes from varies. Some people are confident because of external factors. They compare themselves to others. They went to the right schools, they've been in the right environments and so forth. Those external factors are things that make them feel confident. And then there are people who are confident because of internal factors, the way they think. They have a belief system that even though there might be external factors that might cause some people not to be confident, they remain confident. I believe that the most important thing for your confidence is to develop internal focus, internal confidence, internal grounding. And what that means is a knowing that irrespective of what's happening, you are still capable, you are still strong, you are still on the path to success, and that expecting success will get there. Now, this might not be so easy for some people who have been taught by circumstances to rely on external measurements and external values. I know for me, learning pretty early in life that it was really up to me, and that while there might be some difficult odds out there, that if I believed in myself and believed in the power that was given to me, not that I'm a superhero or anything, but we all have a power that enables us to get there. We all have the power that we've been given to get there. And what typically happens is that power is diminished by external chatter, external conversation, external observation, external perceptions. Those are the things that weaken our ability to get there. So let's say your confidence has been shaken. You've had some things that have caused you to question where you are and whether or not you're capable of doing things. And the first thing you have to do is you have to stop a pattern of questioning yourself. Questioning yourself will just keep you in a pit where you won't be able to get out of. I should have been able to do this by now. Look at all of the advantages I had. Look at how other people are progressing and I'm not. Look at my life. I can't believe I made that decision. Look at that person. It's their fault. I know people who are blaming people, blaming circumstances, blaming companies, blaming all kinds of things for where they are. And in fact, they will often be able to get out of where they are by saying, look, I'm not going to let that person hold me down. But ultimately, that still is an external value. That's not an internal value. So you've got to break this pattern of looking at where you are and thinking that is the problem. The second thing you have to do is you have to be able to look at your life and redefine, magnify, appreciate those things that have been good for you. Any kind of success you have, sometimes when I'm speaking, I'll say, look, you have to go back to the cradle. If you were able to pull yourself up in your crib, that's an accomplishment. And you have to think about everything that you were able to do. You were able to smile, you were able to walk, you were able to understand certain things, and just start to count those things in life that have been positive for you. If you think about those things, it's an overwhelming number of accomplishments that you've had, even if you've had setbacks. And you have to remind yourself of those accomplishments. if it means reviewing your accomplishments, looking at photographs, looking at things you've written, looking at great situations and circumstances that you've overcome, do all of that, because all of that will be good for you. Now, the third thing is recognizing that your view of where you are and what's possible for you might be distorted by what you've been looking at. If you've been in a pattern, if you haven't been looking at these positives, it's very easy to think that you can't accomplish certain things because you're frankly looking at the wrong information. You're looking at information that it's like an echo chamber. It's telling you that you can't succeed when in fact, if you look at even the worst statistics out there or the most modest statistics out there, it would be clear that yes, I can do that. There's plenty money on earth. There's plenty money in this economy. There's plenty money in this industry. I can have some of it. You see, you have to begin a new dialogue in order to be confident. And I would say the fourth thing is you have to engage in some level of success right away. Do something that you know you can be successful at, and then call attention to that. Hey, I got out a great blog post today. I had 2 or 3 really productive calls. Hey, I'm on a roll. I'm really doing great work here. I wrote a great letter. Whatever that is, call attention to what you're doing presently. So you've broken the pattern. You've looked internally. You've called attention to the things that you're doing positively right now. And the next thing you have to do is make sure that you are busy getting some new momentum in a new direction. Even if the progress is not quite where you want it to be, even if it seems like it's slow, progress is progress. If you get a client and that person pays you $1, that's great. If you get another client, that's even better. If you get 3 clients, that's even better. You see, all of these elements will combine to create a different narrative about who you are and what you're doing. And that's the key in having confidence. People who are confident might initially be shaky about a subject. They might initially not feel so grounded, so strong. But they start to add up positives. They start to reflect on positives. They talk themselves up. They convince themselves that they're up to the task. And that's what you must do. You must do that today, you must do that tomorrow, and you must do it every day. And if it means creating a new echo chamber of positive ideas and only listening to those ideas, do that. Put posters up. Record yourself saying positive affirmations in your phone and listen to it all the time. Look at successful people. Hang them up on the walls like the people I've got behind me. I've got successful people that are visible to me all the time when I'm working. Remind yourself that there's a lot of opportunity out there. There's a lot of success out there. And if you believe that you're not achieving what you need to achieve, you're simply looking at a small portion of the story. You're evaluating your success too soon. And you have to recognize that everybody goes through periods where they wonder, hey, can I do this? Are things going to turn out the way I want them to? That's not unusual. That's common. But if you use these techniques, stopping patterns, looking internally, counting positives, keeping the momentum up, engaging in new self-talk, and keeping your success and the success of others you admire around you as symbols, I know that you'll be more confident. It'll happen gradually, and soon you'll forget that there was a day that you weren't confident. Confidence builds on confidence. Start building on confidence now. If your confidence has been shaken or diminished, you can turn that around. And you can start right now with these tips. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you've liked it. Share it with someone in your network. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Be confident, and I'll see you next time.